welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Randy Armstrong, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Ready now, Gene Segura. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup likes to run the bases. They like to run them aggressively. Stolen bases are not out of the equation. Taking the extra bag, putting the defense on blast right here. The key for this offense is getting guys on base to create havoc.
Here comes the first pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Hamilton, a 27-year-old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push. Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock for the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and one strike. Look out, there goes Hamilton. That's a strike to throw down. He's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Reds leave one, and now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Mike Leake is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last three starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Up next for the Buccos, Christian Brummett. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Takes a knee-high fastball. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one. I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Rose arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
And there's out number 2.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing! Second guessed himself on that one.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Owen Christian. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Row. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're pitching right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready now for Cincinnati, Pete Rose. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Clemente facing back. Still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Batting second, Second baseman.
Standing in now, Joe Morgan. Ball one. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 11 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. The 1-0. Right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Johnny Bench. He swings and grounds it to short. Wiggins is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Reds. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Roberto Clemente. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway. First pitch of the at-bat. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now to the plate, Christopher Wiggins. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. From the belt, the pitch, check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Ball 2 now. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. That's the problem with it, though. It has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 2-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
No one out with a runner at second. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Stepping in, Curtis Wiggins. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. And he'll be safe on the fielder's choice. Now at the plate, Brian Brummett, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Wiggins at second. Wiggins is over at first with 1 away. Slider is in there. Now it's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 2-2 pitch. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now both runners on the move, but he won't have an opportunity to throw either man out. It's ball 4, and the bases are suddenly loaded now with only 1 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Gifford, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So here now is the pitcher, Randy Armstrong. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And no swing apparently, ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Ball 2. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one. Runners at second and third with two gone. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. It's ball four. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
The batter, center fielder, Christian.
Ready for another chance. Christian Brummett. He flew out in his last at-bat. Leak pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a foul tip held on to here at strike one.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here. Two down. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Now the 2-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. The 3-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Payoff pitch home. Down the left field line and deep. And that is just foul. And that would have chased everybody home. The next 3-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So here's the Reds pitcher, Mike Leake. 9-1-2 due up.
Number 40, Mike Leake.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. So 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gene Segura waits on deck. 3-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Wiggins is there and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Gene Segura standing in. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente has it in his tracks, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 6, Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Digging in to try it again, Billy Hamilton. A base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Now a bunt attempt here. Christian barehands it. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So a runner at first with 2 away. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. A dive, but he's back. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And now from the air, a jump throw. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Trent Manning. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Manning.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 50th pitch of the game on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Morgan backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting. Third.
So with 1 gone, let's take a brief glance at our upcoming schedule to see what's coming up here on the show. Riding in once again, Owen Christian. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up around the face. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Bench moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting. Right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Roberto Clemente. He drew a walk his first time up. And a ball, 1-0.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. 2 out, nobody on. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, who played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. First time up, he went down looking.
Nolan Arenado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Clemente is in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Arenado stands at second with no outs. Pulled toward right center field. Brummett sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Morgan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Fouled off. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bruce, a native Texan. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
1-1. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2 pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Reds lead this one 2-1. Into the box now, Christopher Wiggins. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Number 17.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. There to make the catch is Arenado for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
So striding in, Curtis Wiggins. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Wiggins has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. The next 3-2. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Now in the box, Brian Brummett. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back in standing. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and it's 1-2. Wiggins stands at first with 1 out. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Into the box now, Scott Gifford lifted the other way down the left field line. Throws, moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 2-1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Leake. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Mike Leake.
Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Gene Segura standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 1-1 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-0. Soft liner to the left side, and that's in there. Base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
In is Joey Votto now, as it's grounded sharply to first. Oh, but the feet of the shortstop is off the mark. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1. The 2-1. Swing and a line drive. But that's a foul ball. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Hard hit ball to second. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Well, coaches always say first things first, right? You can't make the throw if you don't have the ball in your hand. Looked like he was eyeing the runner, and the ball went right by him. An error, and a run scored as the result.
Into the box, he throws. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Wiggins waits on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. So add 1 more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready for another shot now. Joe Morgan. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. On its way is pitch number 75. Fastball called strike, 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 2 costly errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Pirates 1. Leading off the inning, Randy Armstrong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Up and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses, 1-2. Out for short for Segura. Segura backhands it deep in the hole. On to Votto at first. Low throw that time, but he's able to dig it out, and they'll record the out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. So just like that, he's at third here with one away as we show you the league leaders in 3 base hits. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. At the plate, Trent Manning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Brummett stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fouled away. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Yeah, with 1 out and a runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run. But he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
In now, Owen Christian. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Morgan ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Standing in now, Christopher Wiggins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Leak pauses. Here's the 1-0. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Jay Bruce. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Jay Bruce.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. That's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Hit hard on the ground to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9th hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. Into the box, Mike Leake, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, Gene Segura. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Bench leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds lead 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Leading off the inning, Curtis Wiggins, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Bench has a play. Makes the play, one away.
The catcher, number 5, Brian.
Ready for another shot now. Brian Brummett. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning, and Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Ready once again, Scott Gifford. He hit a sac fly earlier. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hamilton is there, and he brings it in on the warning track. Down in order go the Pirates. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here in Pittsburgh, Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Billy Hamilton. He singled his last time up.
Billy Hamilton. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 52, Mike North.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. High in the air out towards shallow right. Clemente is over, 1 out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
On the first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Digging in to try it again, Nolan Arenado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and it remains 5-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 2, Joey Ramos.
Angel Vargas is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. 2-2. Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Center fielder number 27, Christian Brummett.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Christian Brummett. He's set, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. 0-1 pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
A 1-2 pitch. Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura. It's short. It's on into left center for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Ready to take his hacks again, Trent Manning, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Owen Christian.
Riding in once again, Owen Christian. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
From the stretch. And that one just missed outside. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. Bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pirates leave 1. They're still down 5-3. Jamie Fletcher has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
59, Jamie Fletcher.
Pete Rose will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First delivery to him on the way, and he takes ball one. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Up next for Cincinnati.
In now for the Reds, Joe Morgan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike two.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Popped him up. Christian on the move, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. J.J. Hoover will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ted Sykes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 59.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Ball. 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Curtis Wiggins. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning's work out of the bullpen here.
High pop-up. Votto in foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Ready now, Johnny Bench. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brummett has it in his tracks. 1 away.
Next for Cincinnati, right fielder, Ted Sykes.
Stepping into the box, Ted Sykes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty, one man out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Gene Segura standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit. So the top of the ninth keeps it rolling as he comes through with two away.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. Now a 6-3 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Throwing to second. And he's safe.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Here's Nolan Arenado as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Brummett is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Reds 7 and the Pirates 3.
Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 30.
Striding in to start the 9th, Brian Brummett, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Bottom of the 9th, catcher.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Full count now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Ready for another chance? Scott Gifford. First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Here for it is Segura to make the play. One gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, James Fletcher.
Randy Wiggins will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Randy Wiggins.
And that misses ball 1. The win would be Mike Leakes if our current score holds up. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Brummett leads off first with one away. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
3-1. Runners on first with one down. Runners off for second. Smoked on the ground up the middle. The tag, and he is out. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Reds took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Mike Leake earns win number 4 on the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.